Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Bat Around. I'm your host, Paul Valley. With me, as always, from Pigtown Sports, he is Zach Moore. It is a lovely Sunday evening here in the Baltimore area. Today's show brought to you by a new sponsor, Sports and Social. Soccer fans, join us at Sports and Social on Wednesday, July 1st. As Team USA takes the field in the round of 32, win your share of $2,000 in cash and prizes throughout the match, including a $500 number one fan competition. Show up in your best USA gear for a chance to be crowned our number one fan and take home $500 cash. Watch every minute of the action on our massive 100-foot media wall while also enjoying game day food and drink specials in the ultimate soccer watch party atmosphere. Reserve your table today through Open Table and don't miss the biggest Team USA watch party around. Today's show also brought to you by Help My Gambling Problem. If you or a loved one that has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit helpmygamblingproblem.org for free confidential services. Zach, brutal week of Orioles baseball. They clutched defeat from the jaws of victory multiple times. That game on, what was that, Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah.
Was an absolute atrocity. The last two games against the Nationals, not much better. What did you see from the team this week? Anything that we haven't already discussed over the last 2 months that is giving you any glimmer of hope that there's light at the end of the tunnel? Because it feels pretty dire right now.
Light at the end of the tunnel, I don't know. I feel like we're beating a dead horse kind of at this point. We have a team that we think should be good, that the talent should be good, a roster that should be fairly decent. I mean, there's some holes, some questionable holes that we've talked about all year. But again, we're beating a dead horse. You know, it's every week we're on here like, when's Gunnar Henderson going to figure it out? You know, like Pete's kind of carrying everything, like the inconsistencies with the offense, the entire offense, the inconsistencies with the pitching, like it gets a little tiresome. A little tiresome. And I mean, kind of like what my title was today. Like, at what point do you just realize you are who you are? I mean, you're 39 and 46 now. Yeah, you're still only 3 games out of the wild card, but you got 5 teams to climb over. You had a favorable matchup here. I know they can hit, but you didn't hit with them against one of their worst pitching staffs in baseball. You know, Zach Littell's given up, 30 home runs already this year? We only hit 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the dude's gone 10 innings against this year, give up, 2 earned runs?
Right.
Like, what are we doing? And, look, I know I praise a lot of people here, and, I mean, because you want it to work out, but and I see some people here saying, like, maybe we should trade now and stuff. I don't think this team is 1 or 2 people away. You can bring these guys in, but the inconsistencies aren't going to make anything any better. They gotta figure out who and what they want to be at this point, because right now they're saying all the right things and they're saying they're doing this, they're saying they're doing that, and they're working their butts off. And I'm not saying that they're not, it's because they are. They're big leaguers. These guys are working hard. It just isn't working.
Yeah. And this comment right here: season's over, fellas. They'll be 10 and 15 under before they sniff 500. At least we'd be like, all right, fine, you know. But that's not going to happen either. What's going to happen is they're going to win a few games. They're going to get back to 3-4 games under 500. We're going to start to feel a little bit better about them.
Yeah.
And then they'll lose 3 out of 4 in some 4-game series in a couple of weeks. You know, and it's that they continuously fall this far back. Then they rally and they win 4 out of 5, and then they lose 3 straight.
Right.
That's one of the most frustrating things about this team. The other frustrating thing is that it's basically July, and the stuff that you're supposed to spend all spring training working on is still rearing its ugly head. They can't play defense.
No.
They can't catch the baseball, and they can't throw the baseball.
They rush everything.
We're gonna Gunner's gonna he's been getting hate all year. He's going to continue to get it till he shows to be the player that he's supposed to be.
Right.
But I have never seen a shortstop in my entire life so inept at making the throw from shallow left field to home plate.
Yeah.
Like, this is a
Weird.
throw that you should make in your sleep. And he can't make that throw. He can't make it. It feels impossible for him
Rushed.
to make that throw.
It's literally rushed.
Yeah. Every single time. It's I think Gunner's main issue offensively and defensively is that his internal clock for the game is too fast.
It's definitely sped up this year.
Everything's too fast.
Definitely sped up.
You know, and I'm watching this team, and I'm watching Kobe Mayo get a routine ground ball I mean, when I say routine, like this is like a 3-hopper into the basket of your glove.
Right.
All you gotta do is throw the ball.
Yeah.
And he throws it 60 feet. And at 105 miles an hour, and spikes it past his catcher playing first base.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. You've got a catcher playing first base in a rubber match, trying to win the series and get momentum.
When was the last time he even played first base?
Right. That's like what are we doing?
I'm not trying to be like negative about that, but it's been a long time, right?
It's been a while, and I'm sure he's getting
season.
I'm sure he's getting the reps in practices and whatnot, and before games. But you can't recreate game atmosphere and game situations in practice. No matter how much crowd noise you pump in, no matter how many game-like situations you put in play, you cannot recreate an actual game atmosphere, an actual game situation. You can't do it. And like, I don't understand pinch hitting for Colton Cowser, especially with Leody Taveras, who hits 190 against left-handed pitching. Cowser had 2 hits against lefties today.
Yeah.
I just...
And he's your best defender.
Yeah.
Like, clear cut. The whole team, he's your best defender.
and like, I get that Bradish walked 5 or 6 in his 4 innings.
He's been walking guys all year, man.
And I understand that. But he's at 85 pitches. He's allowed 1 hit. And he's held them at bay. 2 of those runs shouldn't have scored against him. 2 of those 3 runs shouldn't have scored against him. And you take him out of 85 pitches because he allows the first baseman to reach and bring in Tyler Wells, 2 pitches. And look, Tyler Wells has been pitching really well. Okay, let me not act like, oh, it's a mistake to bring in Tyler Wells. But just, it's the same thing where Trey Gibson was finally settling in on Wednesday. He retired like 6 or 7 in a row. He had a few strikeouts in there. He was finally settling in. And you yank him after 4 innings and 66 pitches? Like, I said that I was going to give Alvarez plenty of time because it's his first big league managing gig. But some of these moves are egregious.
Yeah.
Some of these moves are like, you can't justify them. Right. And he can sit there and he can say this. The contact play yesterday. And he sat there after the game and he said, Abrams made a great play. He fielded the ground ball and threw home. He didn't make a great play. He made what's that?
I said, we can't make that play.
I can make that play.
Now, the Orioles can't.
Oh, like, maybe. I might make that play 5 times out of 10.
Is Gunner making that play?
What's that?
Is Gunner making that play?
Golly. You know what? Yes. Gunner can make that play. Like that.
He can't throw the ball home.
If he can't throw the ball home from shallow left field, I hope he can play he can throw the ball home from the first cut of the infield grass.
On a rush play?
I don't know. He probably.
I'm not trying to be too negative on Gunner, but I mean, I've seen him spike that ball before.
He probably spikes it up the first baseline too.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's just. It would be one thing if the other team is just outplaying, if they're just beating you.
Right.
But you're losing in the fundamentals of baseball. I saw this thing the other day. I think it was either Jacob Calvin-Meyer or Jake Rowe, and they posted that Samuel Basayo has come up, has 15 hits with runners in scoring position, something like that, and 13 of them are singles.
Yeah.
Because he just tries to put the ball in play. And it's like you've got Gunner, who is supposed to be the best player on the team. Let's make no mistake about it. To this point of the year, Gunner has been one of your worst players.
Yeah.
He has been one.
There's no mistake about that.
Like, he has been one of your worst players, and you've got
team behind.
And you've got a 21-year-old who is able to do more with his bat right now in his first full season than Gunnar can in his fourth season.
Yeah.
It's bad baseball, man. They are borderline. I can't even say they're unwatchable.
Yeah.
65% of the time.
Somebody on my Twitter said I had more fun watching the 100 loss teams.
Well, I saw that.
I don't think too many people disagree with that because you had no expectations for those
Thank
teams.
You. Right.
And when they did something really fun, which sometimes they did, you were like, man, that's really fun. Like, the future might be bright. And, you were just watching baseball at that point. Like, you had it on in the background. You probably were eating dinner, hanging out with the family, and you just had it on. And when something fun happened, it was like, yeah, cool, awesome. Now it's like you expect this team to be good. You're invested. You sit down and watch it. You carve out time of your day, and then they play like that, and you're just like, God dang. Like,
yeah,
expectations are completely flipped. So I can understand people saying that. I really can.
By the way, thank you. This is actually my 30 and over team hat. So I was like, what am I going to wear? You know what? This one's cool. I'm going to wear this. So thank you. Let me see this. I just saw this and I wanted to address it. Is it time? It's time to trade Adley. He'll get more than JT Realmuto. Orioles not paying him that. What evidence do you have from this ownership group that they won't pay him that? They just gave Pete Alonso $31 million a year. They just gave Boz $13 million a year. They just gave Basayo over $8 million a year after having played like 4 games.
Right.
You don't think that they're gonna give Adley $15 million a year, $18 million a year? I think they'll pay him that.
I don't know if they'd go 18. I think 18's a hell of an overpay, but
but Elias said that he wants Adley to be here for a very long time.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's going to be the case. But no, you're absolutely right, man. Like I had a lot going on today, right? I had baseball in the morning. I had my wife's family's party. We had a 70th birthday party for my mom. Sorry to age you, Mom, if you're tuning in. Had a lot going on today. And I'm watching the game, and I snapped at my sister after I watched Leody Taveras ground into a double play to end the game. I snapped at her for telling me not to eat the appetizers yet.
Right.
I was like, it's an appetizer. Nobody effing cares. And then I realized I'm pissed off because Leody just pinch hit for cows and grounded into a game-ending double play. Like, they impact me. They impact a lot of us. We live and breathe with this team, man. And it's like, there are times I'm just, I don't want to watch them anymore. I don't want you to impact my life. And right now, you suck. And you shouldn't suck. But you do suck. And at what point is it just, well, this team sucks?
Yep.
Like,
there's no sugarcoating it.
Who do you trust in the bullpen?
Right, Wolfram?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Cano. I think Cano's it. Kittredge comes in. You don't trust him. Helsley, you never know if the ball is going to be over the plate. Wells, Wells will pitch really well for four games and then come in and give up a 2-run homer. Yeah. And then the other thing, like, how many times have we seen this team go out in the first inning, get a big hit, score a run or two, and then silence the rest of the game? Mm-hmm. And that's, again, basically what happened. They saved for a 2-run homer from Jackson Holliday in the 7th inning. Again, right after I said, I posted, "Dear Orioles, we hate you sincerely, the entire fan base." Literally, I posted that, and then a millisecond later, Holliday hits a 2-run homer. So you're welcome, O's fans. And now's the time, right? Because this is the weakest part of their schedule. And there's like 9 teams below 500 in the American League. Like 9 or 10 teams at or below 500 in the American League. So the fact that you're 7 games under 500 and yet only 3 games out of a wild card spot, but as you said, Zach, 5 teams you've got to leapfrog.
Yeah.
To get there. And it leads us to the point of the night. And the point of the night is, should the Orioles be buyers? And we'll get into this. And Zach, you came up with the title for your part of the show, so I want you to touch on this first, and then I'll give my opinion. And it's a pretty heated one. But go ahead.
I don't know if buying anybody puts this team over what they need to do. Like, this is not a team missing one player, in my opinion. It's it's a team full of guys that are supposed to be close to all-stars and a lot of first-round picks that just aren't playing well. And cool, if you bring in somebody else, awesome. You could bring in Trey Skubal. It don't mean a darn thing for me. All you did was just lose a bunch of prospects for half a season. They got to fix whatever they got going on internally before anybody else outside of here is going to fix anything too. Because unless you just dump a bunch and bring in a bunch, I don't know. But something here isn't working, and I don't know. I just don't see any one or two people coming in here and fixing any of that, player wise. I just don't know if it's worth it. I don't know. Would I like it? Yeah, I want them to still be buyers regardless because it helps the 2027 team.
Mm-hmm.
But
if there is one,
there will be.
Yeah.
There has to be. One thing I tweeted it out. Not many people have been talking about it. The TV deals that are already pre-signed, all those huge, humongous contracts, Netflix, ESPN, NBC, Peacock. You cannot miss baseball. Like
no,
no,
I agree with you.
You're not refunding those contracts, and they're going to hold you to them.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be baseball. But I just don't know, man. I'm frustrated, but like I don't want to show my frustration too much, like
I do.
That's not even that, like, because it's just beating a dead horse. But I don't know. I don't even know what to think about it. Yes, Pikachu is right. Ward will fetch something if we sell. I think Ward, even if you're a buyer, I think you sell Ward. That's where I'm at.
Well, and here's the thing. Okay, when we talk about buying and selling, I've seen a lot of fans say the Orioles are going to be sellers and they have to tear this thing down and start over. They're not going to do that. Like if you think they're going to do that, you're not paying attention. All right, they didn't just give $155 million to Pete Alonso to do that. They didn't extend Basayo and Baz to do that. It's not going to happen. All right? Now, if you're saying sell as in trade your expiring contracts like Taylor Ward, okay, I hear you there. If you're saying trade Dean Kramer, who I think is a free agent after next year, I may hear you on that. But again, it's what are you bringing in? And I don't want to just trade guys just to trade them. Right. All right, and it's just I think they're going to buy. I don't think that they're one player away, but I do think one player makes this team significantly better. And I think that's Matt Chapman.
Right.
I do believe that Matt Chapman makes his team significantly better. Because now that Beavers is back, I don't think Beavers is a world beater as an outfielder. But I also don't think he's as bad as we've seen him be at times. You know, a lot of that was him still getting used to playing under big league lights with 3-tier stadiums and getting used to seeing the ball off the bat in that type of atmosphere.
Right.
There is something to that. And you know, you've played in big ballparks. You know that, right? So I think there's something to that. So I think if you now have Beavers in right, Cowser in center, Ward for now is going to be in left. You know, and look, it has been, he's been better, but he still makes those plays. You're like, what the hell were you thinking? You know, but he's got to play there because you have too many other guys that are kind of just DHs, right? Yeah. You put Matt Chapman at third, you don't worry about the routine plays not being made by Kobe Mayo. Yeah. Chapman makes those plays and he's hitting 237, but he's got a 2.8 WAR this year because his defense is so good.
Well, also too, I mean, San Francisco's a big ballpark. Like a really big ballpark. Didn't Chapman play for the Blue Jays?
He played for the Blue Jays. He was a 27, 30 homer guy for them. Right. He started his career with the A's, I believe. Yeah,
which was another ginormous ballpark.
Yeah.
So what is 2 years in Toronto? He hit just 234 or 44 home runs. So, I mean, still 130 RBIs, which isn't great. 335 Ks, but 756 OPS. That's probably like third on our team right about now.
Right.
And you look at what he's got 764 OPS in San Francisco, which is it's not easy to do.
He's got a couple 30-homer seasons in his career. I think he maxed out 37 one year. Is that correct?
36, yeah.
36.
27 3 times.
Yeah.
So I mean, you just take the damn glove at this point.
You take the glove, and he's got 4 years left on the 6-year, $150 million deal. He'll be 37 at the end of that. You trade Mayo. Somebody said, "What do you do with Mayo?" You trade Mayo to get Chapman. At this point,
I don't know what you get for Mayo.
I mean, if you trade Mayo,
People like guys that can hit left-handed pitching. So I mean, you'll get something for him, but it's not going to be what you would expect.
but my
Year.
whole thing is if the Giants are looking to dump that salary, right? Can you trade Mayo as a centerpiece of a package back to the Giants?
Yeah.
For Chapman?
Yeah.
I think that's a doable deal. I think that's a doable, and I'd give him Jeremiah Jackson
too because of his contract.
Right, like if they want you throwing another player, throw in Jeremiah Jackson. You know, I like look
I don't
the
think
fact
they
that
should if they're not going to eat any money. Like he's got a fairly large deal.
yeah, no, I mean like
I think Mayo straight up would be fine.
It's like for me, you have Chapman at third base. Gunner's a good shortstop. Like I know that I hate on him for that. He's got to get better at that with that internal clock and making that throw home. But like Gunner makes the plays he should make, and most of the time, and he makes a lot of plays a lot of guys don't make. And then you have a platoon of, and I don't think that Jackson Holiday should always be a platoon, but for right now, he needs to be a platoon. He and Blaze, because Blaze is playing too well. All right, so give me Blaze and Jackson at second base. Your outfield is then set. You've got your infield set. You've got your catching tandem set. You now know who's playing every position every single day for the rest of the year. And your left side defense is shored up. I just think that Chapman makes this team that much better. And then, like, I think the starting pitching's been really. I do think you need an ace. I don't know who that ace is, but I do think you need an ace to put at the top of your rotation. But Bradish has been really good. Even today, he wasn't great, but he wasn't awful. Rogers looks like he's regained it, and you've gotten some solid starts out of Boz, and you know while waiting for the other shoe to drop, you're taking what you're getting from Brandon Young, right?
Put up Stanley Front's chat. I'd do that in a heartbeat.
I would trade Adley and Holiday for Chapman and Webb.
You give me Logan Webb, I don't care who's in it.
And Logan Webb's got like a .72 ERA in June. That is
like because
because then you got
Westie's back in 2027 anyway, but you got Blaze to finish out the rest of this year.
Yeah.
Then you go into 2027, you have Logan Webb, Matt Chapman, and then you have Blaze back in the utility role with Jordan Westberg.
Yeah.
And then Blaze can kind of flop in and out with Chapman.
Do you take the chance on telling Blaze after the season, hey, you're our everyday left fielder next year, work your ass off?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea.
He's not. I mean, he's okay, but I'd prefer you to have an everyday left fielder.
For me, it's hard for me to agree to both of these guys in this deal. It's hard for me because I really do.
I think Holiday's going to be a decent player someday. He's not going to be a superstar.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Decent player.
I can agree that he's not going to be a superstar. He's going to be a decent player. And Adley, I feel like this team goes as Adley goes. Offensively speaking.
So here you go. Here, Mariners are looking to add a right-handed outfielder. Everybody and their mother is going to look for a right-handed outfielder. Like, yes, Taylor Ward may not have a whole lot of power right now for the Orioles, but the teams don't care because they know the pedigree, and they will pay for it, and they're going to have to outbid everybody else. So I don't care if you're a buyer and you're trying to make a run this year, sell Taylor Ward. Because Taylor Ward can bring you in a bullpen arm, a solid one, maybe a starter, like a fifth starter or a young prospect. He's going to – because teams have to outbid each other for him because they all want it.
I think it's inevitable that Taylor Ward gets traded. Like I really do.
I liked him bringing it in. He's not lived up to what I expected when he got here.
He's
well-ish.
He's getting on base a lot. The batting average and the on base percentage are better than what I anticipated.
Sure.
No power, and the defense has been putrid at times and mediocre at best.
Yeah. I believe his runners in scoring position is absolutely dreadful too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
and I was pounding the table to swing the bat because career-wise he's been pretty good. And Gunner's been god-awful all year. And I was like, hey, swing the bat with runners in scoring position. And it just ain't working out.
Yeah.
Well, the season he's hitting 193. Not very good. In June, 182. So, I mean, like, dude's got 3 RBIs in June.
And doesn't he have like
just one
three?
walk.
Doesn't he have 3 solo home runs in June?
One. Well, I'm talking about runners in scoring position.
Oh.
In June alone, he's hitting 283, which is fine. Yeah, 3 home runs, just 5 RBIs.
Gotcha.
With 27 Ks and 12 walks. Like that, cool. You have a 372 on base percentage. I'm so happy for you. But you've scored 17 runs in 100 plate appearances. Like, cool. You're not helping me very much.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a guy who gets on base and scores a hell of a lot of runs, I'm excited. 17 runs?
I'm
That's less
like
than a run a game.
I'm looking at who you have. I just think they need a shake up with the lineup, and we've been talking about this for weeks. Like, you cannot keep sending Taylor Ward and Gunnar Henderson out there 1-2.
Let's talk about that. Mike Elias said him and the front office have no input on the lineup whatsoever. It's been 3 managers, and the lineups have been the exact same for all 3 of them. Are we buying what he's selling?
I didn't hear him say that.
Yeah, he said it yesterday. He had basically like a live interview, and Andy and Jacob and all them, they were tweeting out all of his stuff. But basically said, yes, me, myself, and the front office have no inputs on the lineups. Are you buying or selling?
I'm selling that.
Selling.
I'm selling that hard.
Yeah.
Because they're the same.
Yes.
Three different managers, and the lineups are all the same. Like, I'm selling that
pinch
hard.
hitting and stuff like that. Like, we've been complaining about, like, why would you pinch hit this guy for three freaking years now?
Yeah. Here's the other thing.
Why would you throw your rookie manager under the bus?
Save your ass.
Same thing Brandon Hyde did before he got fired, right?
Mm-hmm.
Start trying to blame everybody else.
Yeah. I mean,
I hate to even say that. I hate to even go that negative, but I'm selling hard on that. I really am. Because it's tough for me to think that 3 people would think that way.
100. Like, I agree with you. There's just, if Alvarez's lineups made more sense, okay, I'd say that. I'd buy it.
Even if it was just a one-off here and there, I'd buy it.
Yeah, but like, there's no chance that that's true.
Yeah.
There's just no chance that that's true. Now, I gotta say this, man. I know that Alvarez went and metaphorically flipped a table, and was like, "We gotta do it this way and do it that way and this, that, and the other." Man, he does some dumb shit, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
He does some dumb shit, and I'm watching this, and I'm just like,
I almost feel like everything they do is pre-planned before the game.
That makes a lot of sense.
We're going with this guy over this guy when a lefty comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares if he had 2 hits prior? This is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's tough. Like Andrew said from Twitter, like, Cowser had a great game today. You pinch him for him in the 9th.
Yeah.
When a guy's hot like that, just leave him in. Like, and Cowser's isn't he hitting the cover off the ball this month?
He's been hitting the cover off the ball since about mid-May.
Yeah. Let me check his stats for June, because I know at one time it was like over 300. No, he's down to 227 now. So I guess he's completely fallen off.
Cowser?
Yeah.
For the month of June?
Yeah. At one point, when I last looked at Baseball Reference, his last 30 or something, last 14 games or whatever, he was 305.
I think that was last week.
Maybe.
But I mean, if these are the first 2 hits he got all week, maybe it's dropped off like that. I know that I saw something about Gunnar being 1 for his last 18.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like,
yeah, with including, so after he was 6 for 13, he's 1 for 18. So it looked like he was turning a corner and then just didn't.
Yeah.
But it's been a rough month offensively. I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. Let's take a look at everybody here. June. Blaze hitting 375, no shock. Pete 291, again, no shock. Taylor Ward, we talked about 283. It's fine, but it's not doing enough. Gunnar Henderson 234, right? He's your 4th best on the team. Cowser 227, Tavares 200, Basayo 192, Mayo 182, Holiday 175.
Basayo had like an 0 for 18 in there though.
Yeah. Well, I just read.
I see this in
appearances. So Jeremiah Jackson was hitting 281, Adley 261, Tyler O'Neill 244. So Gunner's 7th best this month with 20 plate appearances, at least.
and this is what the whole point. Like Kowser can tie the game with one swing. Leody Taveras from the right side will be lucky to hit it like 300 feet. That's the thing. Is like,
Yeah.
okay, I get that you don't want lefty lefty, but you have no shot at tying the baseball game there with Taveras up. You have that game has no chance of getting tied. With Kowser, he may strike out, but then you live to see another. You live to fight another hitter, or he may hit the ball 430 feet and tie the game.
You know what the sad part is? This month alone, Leody has more RBIs than Henderson, Jeremiah Jackson, Holiday, Ward, and O'Neill. Isn't that sad?
Yeah. What does he have? 8?
8.
Like that. That's
8.
That's pathetic. 8 RBI in an entire month, and he has more than. Say those names again.
Let me go back to that. Sorry. He's at 8, so he's got more than Jeremiah Jackson, Blaze Alexander, Jackson Holiday, Adley Rutschman, Samuel Basayo, and that was runs. Henderson, Jackson Holiday, Ward, and O'Neill. O'Neill's got 0 in 13 games.
Yeah, he is the most worthless player on the team.
Taylor Ward has 5 double plays this month. Wow, that's impressive.
He's got more bats than anybody not named Gunnar on the entire team. Like
he's also got 27 strikeouts. He's got second most
to 12 walks.
behind Mayo.
He was walking go back to just not swinging and getting on base, man. Like, and that's the thing. If Ward's getting on base and Alonso's driving the ball out of the ballpark and Adley's getting his base hits and Basayo's having 2 homer games, but then Gunner's getting out every time, batting second. And now it's 27 strikeouts this month from your leadoff hitter, and your number 2 hitter is hitting 205 this month, whatever. Like, we got to do something else.
Right.
Something's
you can only keep saying it so many times.
Yeah. But, like, give me Blaze at the top of the order. Beavers is back. Bat Beavers first, bat Rutschman second, bat Basayo third, and Alonso fourth. And then put Gunner fifth and Ward sixth. Do something like that.
Put the trainer at leadoff for all I care right about now.
Yeah. You know what? I've got a 600 on base percentage. I'll come bat lead off for you.
You might be the best on the team. But I mean, look at the OPSs like this year. It's not good. Like it's not good at all. Like take June out of the equation here. So they've got one guy, Pete Alonso, one guy over 800 this year. And then you've got Rutschman and Blaze are at 790, 787. That's not good, man. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys this year that have more than 20 plate appearances that are below a 700 OPS. And Gunner's right there at 708. So you can almost say 10.
Which is below average. It's below league average.
Below average.
Yeah,
well
like
below.
708 from Gunner. Like his last 20 games, I think Zach Bollinger tweeted it out.
Like 193.
He's hitting 205 with 3 home runs and like 8 RBI his last 20 games. Like he's not getting. And look, it's not to just crap all over Gunner,
Right.
but the fact remains, he's having his worst year, and his super talented roster has underperformed all season.
Yep.
And I don't think that's a coincidence. You give me Gunner from last year. We talked about this the last 2 weeks. You give me Gunner from last year, and this team's a different team.
Yes.
They've got more wins. They've just got more wins. But it's not just the offense. The offense has been putrid at times. The offense has also been really good at times.
Yeah.
The bullpen has been awful recently. Rico Garcia can't get anybody out.
Ew. Sorry. I'm looking at Gunnar Henderson's splits. He's below a 700 OPS against righties.
Yeah. I mean,
like, I can understand that Jeremiah Jackson, O'Neill, and Mayo are below. God, Mayo's a 455 OPS against righties. Ew. That's bad for Gunnar Henderson. Like,
dude, your reaction was like somebody poured bleach in a cut.
You basically did. That's bad.
I mean,
like, you're talking about a premier left-handed hitter for 2 years. Can't hit righties now.
I mean, did you see the quotes today?
He's got a 754 OPS against lefties. Like, are we just a reverse splits Gunner now? That's
I
rough.
mean,
Tyler O'Neill with a 395 against lefties.
dude,
OPS.
the fact that he's still here,
He's got a negative 6.8 WRAA.
the fact
That might be the league worst, honestly.
dude, he's the league worst player I've ever seen. No, I mean,
Crazy. Honestly, it's dead crazy.
post
Dude,
post
he hit
2016,
35
Chris
home
Davis
runs.
was, but
Hit 35 home runs in Boston and then come here and looks lost. This is a 2-time, 3-time Gold Glove winner. Looks lost. Like,
I mean,
that's so O's, right?
that's so O's. Everything about this series against the Nationals was so O's. Everything about that series against the Angels was so O's. Like 5-2 in the eighth, and you lose that ball game, and you lose it on just bad news Bears defense in that 10th inning. Like that's how you lose that ball game.
It's rough,
But
man.
but again, why is Alvarez pulling Gibson when he's just settled in? He's got the strikeout pitch working. He's thrown 66 pitches in 4 innings. Why are you pulling Bradish today at 85 pitches?
I don't know.
Like, let him try and get a double play. Like, he's your ace. He is the best pitcher on your staff. Trust him. Trust him.
Unless, I mean, you could make the argument for pitch count or innings limit for Bradish, and I semi-believe you. I mean, we're only in June, right? And you want this guy to last for a while, but Gibson, I somewhat understand because he just absolutely, he's terrible 3rd time through the lineup. He's like a 9-something ERA, 9.95, I think. It's bad.
Right.
I semi-understand it, but look, he just got through, was it like 8 pitches or something like that, 9 pitches the inning before, like, give it a shot, man, see what happens. Use a good inning and those numbers go right back down. Like,
you take care of your people and they take care of you. I'm a firm believer in that. You know, and like, you show your pitchers that you trust them, and they're going to start to repay you for that. Like, yeah. I believe that Albie is a baseball guy. Yeah. And I believe that there's a great manager in there. And I believe that the team loves him. But, man, just, like, get out of your own way. Just get out of your own. It's the same thing with Gunnar.
It makes a lot of sense to think that maybe the game is pre-planned too much. Because it's like they have something and it's there on paper and they stick with it regardless.
I just never feel like this team just goes out there and plays baseball.
No,
a
lot of teams don't nowadays, but
what was? And I know that we've talked about this before. I know that like if you have technological advancements at your disposal to be better, use them. And I'm not saying don't use them. But there is something so beautiful about just going out there and playing baseball.
Yeah.
Just play baseball. You know? Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm watching robots. Bad robots. They're just... It's borderline comical how bad they are at the fundamentals of the game.
Yeah.
What do you think about that contact play? Like, and I know we talked about it a little bit with J.J. Abrams making the play at home, but how do you feel overall about the contact play?
Hit a fly ball, and we don't even have to have that conversation.
I agree.
Like,
I do agree with that.
Hitter, man. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, all you got to do is hit a fly ball. And that was one of the things that, like, I go...
To me, a lot of the criticism on the contact play is too poorly on the coaches. Like, the swings that we're taking with a guy on third are piss poor, in my opinion, sometimes. Sometimes they're great, but when you have a contact play on, like, obviously like, you're taught to see the ball down. As soon as you see the ball down, you got to go. Why are we continually hitting the ball directly into the ground with a guy on third less than 2 outs? I don't care that the infield's playing in. Hit the freaking ball in the air. At least hit a hard ground ball. Drives me nuts. It's like every time they see the hound, they get jammed. Why are you swinging at a pitch that you're going to get jammed on?
Trying to do too much, man.
Too much.
Trying to do too much. I'll tell you, probably my favorite leadoff hitter for this team of all time is Brian Roberts.
Yeah.
I loved Brian Roberts, and one of the things that you could count on from Brian, if there's a runner on third base and less than 2 outs, and
Oh,
if
he's
you
getting
need
it
a
done.
fly ball, he's getting it done.
He would get it done.
He's getting it done. I
I took
remember.
BP with him one time when he was rehabbing, and I was down in rookie ball, and I mean, like he would sit there, and he was almost like you hear the stories with Ichiro, and Brian would be like, "I'm hitting it here," and he would just flick his wrist and hit it there. I'm hitting a home run. Wouldn't even stride, just flick his wrist, hit a home run. And I'm like, "How the hell are you doing this?" And he's like, "It's practice, man." He's like, you pick a spot out and you train your hands and you just flick the ball there. You just flick it. You just flick it. And I was like, what about, this, and this? He's like, we got all the technology in the world, man. I know where that ball's coming. And you just flick your hands. And I was like, that was the best advice I ever heard. Of course, I couldn't do it, but
Oh, it's so hard, man.
he had the craziest bat too. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was the skinniest little barrel you could ever. Not barrel, handle all the way up, and then it was this gigantic barrel. It was crazy. I don't know how the bat never snapped every time. I still have like 2 of them.
Which leads me to the Basayo breaking the bat over his knee, and people would be like, and I was like, do you
That's
have
actually
any?
really easy. Sometimes it depends on what model bat you have.
See,
If you have a
I don't.
C243, you can do it extremely well. If you have a 271, you're bruising your knee or hurting yourself.
See, I've tried it so many times. I'm a hothead on the field.
Yeah.
I've tried it so many times, man, and like even with a broken bat, I can't do it. And I'm
You have,
strong.
are you swinging one of the bigger barrels, like an M110 or a 243?
Nah, man. I'm
That's
I'm,
probably
I'm
why. So, because like the bigger barrels like that, the actual like going down into the handle is so skinny, it's like a toothpick. So they
Oh,
can
really?
snap it like nothing. But if you have like so like Alex Rodriguez and Griffey and all them, they swung the more balanced bats, the 271, 271s, 271s and I13s and stuff. Like they're pretty thick all the way through the handle, and then the barrel kind of just gets a little bit bigger. Those ones, no, you're Chris Davis would struggle to pop one of those.
Yeah, I only have the ones that you can like buy at Dick's. You know what I mean?
Most of those are 271s.
Yeah,
They're pretty thick.
yeah. The handle is probably that big
Yeah.
around. Yeah,
Yeah, when you go into like some of the other ones, they're like that. They're toothpicks.
yeah. That makes a lot more sense then.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there and I'm like arguing with people. I'm like, if you think this is easy, you've never tried it.
Yeah.
But but I'm not swinging one of those bats. You know what I mean? But Brian, like, I just remember he wasn't good at the end of his Orioles career. You know, like he had gone through the concussions and the injuries. Now he's
a
wearing
lot of injuries.
the double ear flap helmet and all that. He kind of looked like Kazoo out there. But I just remember he came up. There was a runner on third base, and the guy before him couldn't get the job done. He comes up, and he was like 3 for 27 or something like that. But he hits a fly ball.
Yeah.
All they needed was a fly ball, and he hits a fly ball.
Yep.
Like and it is amazing. I'm like, Taylor Ward's up. He knows all he needs is a fly ball here. He can hit a fly ball. What's that?
Yeah. I said for real.
Yeah, like
That's all you gotta do.
he knows that's all he needs to do, and he couldn't do it. And then like I watch these other guys, and they pop it up to shortstop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are we doing? Just hit a fly ball. Your job is not to hit a home run here. Your job is to hit a fly ball to get this run home, or a ground ball through the hole, like to the right side. Like, why are we pulling a ball on the ground at the third baseman or the shortstop?
Right.
Just hit a freaking fly. I almost dropped an F bomb.
At the very worst, hit the ball to the right side.
Yeah.
At the very worst.
So the ball's at least in front of you. Like when there's a ground ball to third or short, and the infield's in, you've got the contact. I hate it. I hate it so much.
It always goes to the same freaking player.
Yeah.
That's why it always looks so bad.
I just hate it so much. At least if it's the first or second, the ball's in front of you, and like maybe you got a good jump. When the ball's behind you, like you're just out every time.
Yeah.
You're just out every time. We gotta pay a bill. If you miss anything from Glenn Clark Radio this week, including conversations with Mike Bordick, Orioles pitching prospect Joseph DeZerwa, and Ravens Super Bowl 35 champion Femi Ayanbadejo, you can find them in the Glenn Clark Radio Week in Review feature at PressBoxOnline.com. And as always, watch or listen to GCR every Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. at PressBoxOnline.com/radio, or right here at PressBox's Facebook and YouTube pages. Also, keep in mind that while high school sports season has has come to an end. This is a reminder that all summer long you can find the latest news about coaching changes and previous football season by visiting countysports.zone. Countysports.zone is proudly sponsored by your local Toyota dealer and buyatoyota.com.
And there's 100 of you in here, too, so make sure you're liking both streams. It definitely helps out YouTube push these things out for us.
For sure. Absolutely. Yes, please go like both streams. Subscribe if you're able to subscribe, please, if you're watching this on YouTube. Man, I come in here every show and I get excited to talk Orioles baseball. I love talking Orioles baseball. I love baseball. It's like my favorite thing in the world, right? But it's hard when they're playing like this. It's hard to because it's the same thing every week, man. Zach, I just don't understand how nothing has gotten better.
Yeah.
I don't understand how nothing has gotten better. Do you have with the roster they currently, because they're not making a move until the 11th hour of the trade deadline, in my opinion. Do you have anything that this team can do right now to stop the bleeding?
Start hitting pitchers that you should hit better. That sounds so simple, doesn't it? But I mean, God, how many times have we watched? And we joke about it. It's a running joke on Twitter, and it drives me nuts because it's true. When they run into a guy that has like above a 6 ERA, they get stiffed. Mm-hmm. That can't happen.
Right.
If it happened once in a while, we could just keep it as like a little joke, like, oh, this might happen. No, like this is legit. Like it's a thing, and we all know it's coming. And then and the worst part is if it lefties on the mound, we're like, oh, okay, well, this might be a loss too. We got to stop. They got to figure this out to the point where these aren't jokes anymore. And yeah, Gunner's got to get hot. They can go nowhere without Gunner. That flat out. You can bring in Scooball and God knows who else. Bring them all in. If Gunner's not hot, this team still ain't going nowhere. That's the only thing that you could actually do. Is just get him rolling.
How do they do it though? Because he's been hitting first or second all year, and he's been hitting second for 2 months. And that's what I'm saying. He's got to go lower.
Blaze at 2, Messiah at 3, Pete at 4, Ward at 5, Gunner at 6.
Is the time coming?
Ward can't hit at home either.
No, he can't.
I don't know why he's leading off. He either walks or he just gets out at home. All of his home runs this year on the road.
I just feel like we're beating our head against a wall every time that lineup comes out because that the top two is Ward, Gunner. Do you think that we're close to Alvarez doing something different?
No.
And why is that? Don't you think that that's an issue?
Yes. Why is that? I don't have an answer for that.
Yeah.
But I've seen for 3 years now that when their heels are dug in on something, it doesn't budge. And especially with Gunnar Henderson.
Yeah.
So why all of a sudden in a random June in 2026 do I think it's going to change now?
Yeah, it's a fair point now. And so I've seen this a couple of times. That's not what I was trying to put up. I don't trust the guy who would be leading the buying for this team anymore. He's talking about Mike Elias. We were talking about this.
I don't think a lot of fans trust him anymore.
Dude, we were talking about this last year at this exact time. Are the Orioles going to be buyers or sellers at the deadline? Because they were 5 games out of a wild card spot, despite the fact that they were 12 games under 500.
Right.
We were in a very similar situation, and it's Elias has to be gone at the end of the year. So do you trust him with the draft and the trade deadline? Do you trust him to do that?
The draft was really good.
It was, but then you traded like 4 of your first 5 picks.
Let's actually talk about that because I pulled this up the other day and I posted it and then I took it down because that was wrong because the list was even bigger. When I posted it, 16 of the top 30 prospects have been traded since 2022, and I was like, man, that's a lot. And then I was like, oh, my God, I forgot about this guy, and I forgot about this guy. He's traded over 20 of the top 30 prospects since 2022. Now, not a whole lot to, in return for it. But, I mean, the only decent player that he's traded has been Kyle Stowers, and that was the guy that fell off the top 30 list after 2022.
Mm-hmm.
He went from 8th to not even hitting his rookie expectations to still not hitting it in 2023 when he got sent back down. Fell off the list, gets traded, and then was never back on the list. And that was the best player he's ever traded. Joey Ortiz is hitting 198. DL Hall's doing okay in the bullpen. I mean, I'll give him that. Dario Hernandez, not a whole lot at all. But you got Cole Irvin out of that, and Cole Irvin gave you 2 successful seasons. But, I mean, those two have probably been the best trade. I mean, plenty of people were upset with Zach Showalter and Cesar Prieto for Jack Flaherty. And Drew Rom. Remember Drew Rom? Mm-hmm. Drew Rom was terrible.
Remember, but he threw 7 innings of 1-run ball against the Orioles.
Shocker. But, I mean, it's been a lot. Like Ryan Watson, nobody even remembers that name, really. He got traded. I mean, it's been a good amount of guys. Connor Norby, I mean, he just got sent back down to AAA. Like, we haven't had a whole lot in return to show for it, but, like, we haven't given up anything. At all.
I just looked up DL Hall's numbers. 2.03 ERA is
good
good.
In the bullpen.
32 strikeouts in 31 innings. 24 walks. And he's walking 7 per 9.
I think most of that was when he was starting early.
He has 1 start this year.
Is it?
He has 24 games, and 23 of them are out of the bullpen.
Damn.
24 walks out of the bullpen.
Let me see.
Is
22.
But like
22 and 30 for K's. He's allowed 7 earned and 1 home run though. That's bad.
I'm looking at his 2026 stats on Baseball Reference. Oh, you're talking just in relief.
Yeah.
22 and 30, which means that he walked 2 and struck out 2 in that one start.
His K per walk is 1.4.
Yeah. I mean,
5% K rate, 18%. But again, I mean, like, you know, xFIP 4.55 and then FIP 3.87. Like, I mean, we know his stuff is decent. I mean, Milwaukee hasn't figured him out yet. So, again, not a whole lot has done much of anything that we've traded away. And that's been 20 of our top 30. Now, sure, Caden Bonine's hitting in the single A. Cool. Matthew Etzel, I thought Matthew Etzel was going to be the real deal. I mean, at one point, this kid had 20-some home runs and had more stolen bases than Enrique Bradfield Jr. He's hitting okay in AAA for Tampa. He was in the top 30 at one point. Austin O'Verne's hitting real well, and I think he's in AA.
Yeah.
Maybe AAA, I can't remember. But, I mean, he's decent. Ferret, pretty good. But, like, they haven't hit the big leagues yet.
Yeah.
No, the Zach Eflin trade with Etzel. Was that Armbruster? The high-run Florida State pitcher?
I think it was down to Tampa Bay. Yeah, I think it was Armbruster.
Okay. Not great.
Yeah.
Okay. I expected Tampa Bay to make him into something really, really well. Like, really well. But, I mean, subjectively, if you look at it, I mean, they've acquired Zach Eflin, Corbin Burns, Cole Irvin, who gave us some okay seasons.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, Jack Flaherty obviously that just didn't work out here. But they've acquired pitching for guys that haven't done much. So can you really say that Mike's hoarded some of these prospects?
No, I don't think he's hoarded some of the prospects.
I think that all started with the Crochet thing.
Yeah.
Because that conversation started and ended with Samuel Basayo. And can you really blame him?
No. I mean, Basayo's I think Basayo's going to be a 275 to 300 hitter.
Boston. I think Boston regrets that trade.
You think so?
Everybody they traded to the White Sox is contributing really, really well right now.
What's Crochet doing this year?
Crochet's hurt, isn't he?
I think he's hurt, but I know that he had struggled for a little bit there. He gave up 10 runs in one game at one point. Let's see, he's 3-3 with a 6.30 ERA in 6 starts. He hasn't pitched since April 25th.
I mean, in 2 years, their big catching prospect, which would have been Basayo for us, for the White Sox, is hitting 271 with 9 RBIs in 82 games. He's only had 4 this year because I don't know if he got hurt or something happened, but who else was in that trade? But I think Boston, and now looking back at it, because of what they gave up, regrets it. Brandon Montgomery was one, right?
Brandon Montgomery. I can't remember.
Brandon Montgomery, Chase Meredith. That's what it was. Chase Meredith, I think, is back down in AAA, but what's Montgomery doing already?
Dude.
246 right now, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. And he's only been up for like 2 weeks.
Apparently, Sonny Gray is through 7 hitless innings with the Red Sox leading 2-0 over the Yankees going for the sweep.
And they'll probably lose like 5-2 somehow.
Yep. Yep, somehow.
Yeah. But I mean, we would have had to give up Sammy and God knows what else we might have had.
Probably Holiday.
Probably would have been Ferret. It would have probably also been Gibson. And then it would have probably been Dylan Beavers.
Are you willing to give up Trey Gibson in a trade for this year?
For the right guy.
What? Who's that guy?
I don't know.
Do you, I guess that's a really blanket question. That's a hard question to ask. To get back to the overall point, I think they're going to be buyers because honestly, I think Mike Elias' job depends on it.
Yeah.
I really do. I cannot imagine this team moving forward with Mike Elias if they don't make the playoffs this year.
But you can't buy Shintaro Fujinami. Like,
no.
You got to go above that.
Yeah, you need 2 relievers, right?
Yeah.
You need 2 relievers. You need a legit starting pitcher, and you need
buying guys to be a half a season rental.
So, are you buying guys to be a half a season rental?
I'm not.
That's neither am I.
Yeah.
Unless it's the right dude. If it's the right guy, right? Like if
I had to do Aroldis Chapman, sure.
Right.
But it's like I wouldn't go and get JoJo Romero for some prospects.
No. I don't like JJ.
He's
Romero.
having an okay season.
I'm thinking of the other guy. I'm thinking of Romano, who used to be for the Blue Jays. Yeah.
Yeah. He struggled.
God, and here's the thing, man. I hate Aroldis Chapman with a passion that burns deep within my soul. Like I hate Aroldis Chapman. I think he's.
I don't need to be a closer either.
I think he's a scumbag. I really do.
He is.
And yet, like, if the Orioles traded for him at this point, it's like, can you help me win baseball games, bro?
Right.
Can you stay out of trouble for the 2.5 months that you're here and help me win baseball games and get the hell out of Baltimore, and I never have to see you again?
But that would probably be the only thing I would probably trade.
AJ Minter? Kim's asking.
Him much. Is he a rental? He only signed a 1-year deal. I think he is a rental.
I think he is a rental.
Yeah.
I just
Morjan would be great, and I'm pretty sure Morjan's more than just a rental, right?
let me take a look.
No, he's a free agent next year. Interesting.
Man, you did that fast. How do you go that fast?
I type fast.
I type fast too. Although I type fast with one finger, with one finger on each hand. Yeah, you're right. He is a rental. I mean, yeah,
like a lot, like a whole lot, hell, a lot more than Chapman. Morjan's good.
I don't think, Randall. I don't think that we're saying that we're giving up prospects for rentals.
We don't want to. We're just saying like a very certain guy. We would
if you're gonna trade, Trey Gibson to get. I'm not trading Trey Gibson for a reliever.
No,
I'm not doing that.
No.
Unless that reliever's
rental,
name is
honestly.
Yeah.
If he went back for Joe Ryan, I wouldn't care.
Yeah. If Trey Gibson went for Mason Miller, yeah, you know what I mean. But I'm not trading him for a relief pitcher, and I'm not trading him for a rental.
Yeah.
All right. I'm trading Taylor Ward for a relief pitcher. I'm trading Taylor Ward for a rental.
I think
I'm trading
a lot more for Taylor Ward.
I'm telling you right now that I am on board the Kobe Mayo for Matt Chapman trade.
I think Kobe might fetch something halfway decent just because he annihilates lefties. When you look at every good team in the AL, they all have one really good lefty.
Dude, do you? I get so Luis Ariz. He'd be on his 5th team in 5 years.
Yeah.
He doesn't hit for power, but he gets on base, man. He hits the baseball.
Taylor Ward gets on base.
Yeah. But Taylor Ward gets on base from walks. Ariz gets on base, and Ariz hits like .330 every year. And Ariz will get base hits with runners in scoring position. I feel like.
Let's find out.
All right.
Let me look at his splits. I'll just do the last couple of years. Show all runners in scoring. Decent. Yeah, I mean, hey, last year he had a pretty solid year. I would say, sure. 2023, he had 53 RBIs. 2024, he had 39. Last year, he had 48. This year, he's already got 24. And he hit 443, 366, 287, 333. So, sure, he hits a runners in scoring position. And he scores a lot of runs.
Dude, he's got an 803 OPS and a 129 OPS plus this year. I mean, but
somebody told me, and I didn't believe it at first, but they said he's got a hell of a lot more power than people realize. That, like, if he wants to hit a home run, he'll just turn on the ball and hit a home run. Like, he's like Ichiro and just hit it wherever he wants. But he focuses on getting on base, which I thought was crazy to hear.
it's crazy that he won 3 consecutive batting titles. And the first year and the third year were 316, 314, and the middle year was 354.
Yeah. His worst year of his career was last year, hitting 292.
Yeah. I mean that's I mean, and look
With
at the teams.
21 total strikeouts. That was his worst year of his career.
Yeah, he doesn't walk a lot, but he also doesn't strike out. He just puts the bat on the ball.
30
He also
times
doesn't.
a year.
He is his average. His 162 game average is 44 walks and 40 strikeouts.
Yeah, he's got 19 right now and 13 Ks
Yeah,
with 3 intentionals.
I mean, I'd take that. I would take that. I would take that in my lineup, batting leadoff. Like I'd have him batting leadoff over Taylor Ward.
Yeah, he's got a 444 slugging this year. It's not that bad.
Man,
27% hard hit rate.
O's fan KY is just on that struggle bus, man. Orioles are not buying anything with Albie as manager. You trust him in the playoffs. O's haven't been 500 since 429. White Sox about to step on our throats. They are on fire. Or reverse lock. I don't know. Dude, I want a reason to believe.
You have to buy.
Yeah.
Regardless if you're going to win or not, like, you have to get your team ready for next year without trying to overspend in free agency. Because flat out, you can't outspend these other teams. You just can't. So you got to find a way to make your ball club better any way you can.
What type of haul for Ward, Rogers, Adley, Tavares, Aiken, Rico Garcia? Better be a Why are you trading
that
on
makes Frederick good? That's it.
Yeah. I mean, Aiken's getting you nothing.
Yeah.
Rico Garcia might get you something. Tavares is getting you nothing. Yeah.
Tavares might.
I don't know. I don't think he's getting
Every
you
team
anything.
needs a 5th outfielder.
You know, but our 5th outfielder bats 3rd, 5th, or 6th for this team. He's a league-wide 9 hitter. He hit 3rd the other day.
Yeah.
He hit 3rd the other day. Like, and Kim, you're absolutely right. Mike has to do it. His job depends on it. You're going to tell... You think that Mike Elias is going to be able to confidently walk into David Rubenstein's office and say, hey, you let me spend $160 million this past offseason, and now we're sellers at the deadline. Do you think that's happening? You think that guy thinks he's going to keep his job if he does that?
He doesn't. He admitted it yesterday. He's feeling the heat.
Yeah. How could he not be?
Yeah.
How could it not be? My thing is, and like I understand, there's so many teams that are within striking distance for a playoff spot. There's so many teams that are in that position, right? But like, let's go. What are we waiting for? We're less than a month from we're a month. We're a month from the trade deadline now. Like the deadline's actually August 3rd, so a little over a month, about 5.5 weeks till the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, but at the same time, you got to do something. And if you wait to the deadline when you're competing with everybody else, are you going to pay more, or can you sneak something in right now? You know, like,
absolutely try.
I just, you can't keep. We do the show every week.
It's beating a dead horse.
and I feel like I like every week I'm like, you can't keep playing like this. You can't keep playing this brand of baseball. But like, especially at this time of the year when you're in the middle of the softest part of your schedule, and you're going to play nothing but AL East teams that are in front of you down the
Yeah.
stretch. You've got to go get better right now. I'm not waiting 5 weeks if I'm Mike Elias. You just lost two winnable series, two series that you should have won. One
Yeah.
series you should have swept, and two series you should have won. And like you, I'm doing something tomorrow. I'm waking up at 5 a.m. and I'm calling everybody. And I'm like, but I'm also not a GM, and like I would probably show my hand way too early and be on the outside looking in. So I don't know. Today's show brought to you by the latest edition of the Pressbox Print, which is available now on the cover. Dave LaMonaco profiles how Orioles play-by-play broadcaster Kevin Brown became an amiable mainstay in Baltimore and one of the top voices in all of baseball. Also inside, Antonio Barbera looks at whether the championship window is narrowing for the Ravens veteran core. And it's our special travel issue. We look at sports tourism options for you and your family around Maryland this summer. Be on the lookout for the new print to issue for free at your Baltimore area High's Dairy stores, and also read it at PressBoxOnline.com. I
Always
saw
like
some
your .com.
.com. I don't know. Appreciate that. Um,
How do we not keep beating a dead horse?
Gunner needs to start hitting. They need to start hitting with runners in scoring position, and Albie needs to shake up the lineup.
Yeah.
And stop going to Rico Garcia every chance you get. The guy's exhausted.
Yeah.
Give him a blow. Give him a blow.
I think so there's a line where you're like, you know what, I want to show him confidence and I want him to go back out there and get some more confidence in. And then there's another line that's like, maybe he doesn't need to throw for 5 days.
Yeah.
Like just let his legs rest just a little bit. He can tell you he's fine all he wants, but like they're tired. He got used a lot in a whole bunch of different situations.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know. I don't know how to make it better, Paul. I really don't.
Dude, if we knew how to make it better, we wouldn't be sitting here doing the show, right? Like,
Touché.
I do believe that you've got to just I do think Matt Chapman makes this team so much better. I firmly believe that.
Well, you also, like you said, you don't want to sit here and wait. Like, you know he makes your team better, but I'm sure there's 5 other teams in baseball that are like, you know, Matt Chapman probably makes my team better. So why wait? Because then the price of your prospects have to go up.
I'll tell you, if I'm Mike Elias and I like the things that I'm doing tomorrow is I'm cutting Tyler O'Neill. I'm moving. I'm telling Albie, you got to move Gunner out of the top 2 in the order. He's got to move down. And I'm calling the Giants and I'm asking what it's going to take to get Matt Chapman in the other black and orange.
Yeah,
those are the 3 things.
I'd still ask about Jung Ho Lee too.
Yeah,
It's a big contract, but I don't care.
I'm also like, what's it going to take to get Matt Chapman and Logan Webb? And
the Giants are smart. They wouldn't trade Logan Webb. I would still be trying to build around Logan Webb.
Yeah, I mean,
but they have to ask themselves, like, can we compete next year? If we trade Chapman and stuff like that, if we trade whoever else, can we compete next year? Is it worth keeping Logan Webb? That's what you have to ask yourself. Now, if you're not ready to compete to 2028, you probably should trade him. But I don't know. And I agree with Jason. And we're pretty far away from winning a World Series.
O's fan KY, a 240 hitter.
Yeah. 100%.
Who's won how many Gold Gloves? Who's got a 2.8 WAR? Despite the fact he's hitting 240 this year, he's got more RBI, higher OPS, better batting average, and better glove than Kobe Mayo. I'm not trading for him because I think he's going to bat 4th for the Orioles and hit 20 home runs the rest of the year. I'm trading for him because he's not a slouch with the bat, but he shores up your infield defense.
Yeah.
And it allows you to platoon Blaze and Holiday at second base. Man, Holiday's got
also hitting 395 at runners in scoring position this year with 36 RBIs.
Matt Chapman is a damn good ball player.
He's got a 1.146 OPS this year in runners in scoring position.
Yeah,
that's stupid. That is stupid.
like if I've got to get Tyler O'Neill off this team. I mean, maybe what's that?
I don't know what that deal is. Like,
He's
at
got to
what
go.
point? Like, we all know, at what point does ownership step in? Like, this is now costing me money.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, he's costing you money regardless. You're paying him. He's 2/3 of the way through, or he's halfway through.
Chapman. So Randall says Chapman will cost too much for too little time. Chapman's under control through 2030.
Yeah,
Through
he's
2030.
4 years left on a $150 million deal.
Yeah. Now, is he going to
And
continue to keep playing at a high level for 4 years? I don't know, but
probably not.
I'm
But
worried
like,
about the next year and a half. This year
I'm
through next year.
yeah, I'm worried about like, if you get to the end of his contract and like the last 2 years of Alonso's contract and they're not doing great for you, okay, we'll worry about that then. But like right now, you spent so much money in the off and you spent so much money in the off season to be 7 games below 500 entering July. To be this bad, to be one of the worst
Spent it on
fundamental team.
offense.
What's that?
You spent it on offense, and the offense is what's holding you back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I shouldn't say that, too, because you spent it on a little bit of the bullpen, but it's also holding you back, too.
But you spent it on a 37-year-old reliever and a guy who, like, Ryan Helsley, I think is better. I know he's better than he's been recently. I think he's still just trying to round back into form, right? But like you didn't spend it on legitimate starting pitching. You didn't go get it. Like we talked about all offseason, you needed a center fielder. Not a Leody Taveras, a legitimate center fielder.
I thought Kowser's played really well.
He has. He has.
Just not well
But
enough at the best.
now I think you need a corner outfielder.
Yeah.
Like I'm good with Kowser, but Kowser had a whale of a game today. Like what he did defensively, and he had 2 hits offensively. The team had 5 hits all day. He had 2 of them, and then gets pinch hit for in the 9th inning by a guy who hits 190 with no power against right-handed pitching. But I digress. Today's show brought to you by Leading Edge
left-handed
Auto
pitching?
Body. What's that?
Left-handed pitching.
What did I say?
Taveras came in, right? Hit right-handed?
He hit right-handed against left-handed pitching.
Oh, yeah, you said right-handed pitching.
Oh, I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna say, you shouldn't be pinch hitting Kowser for anybody.
No, I meant he was hitting right-handed against left-handed pitching. He's hitting
Yeah.
190 against left-handed pitching. Today's show is brought to you by Leading Edge Auto Body. Your car is more than just a ride; it's an investment. At Leading Edge Auto Body in Mount Washington, customer satisfaction comes first. Their team holds the highest honors in the industry, including ASE Master, iCar Platinum, and specialized aluminum certifications. And they make it easy with free towing, pickup, and delivery. You can find out more at leadingedgeautobody.com. The final segment of today's show is also brought to you by Warnken Law. When you need results in Baltimore, you don't play small ball. If you've been hurt in a crash, call 443-RESULTS or visit warnkenlaw.com. That's 443-RESULTS or visit warnkenlaw.com. Every time I read that read and says you don't play small ball, I'm so tempted to go, and neither do the Orioles. I think I did that one time.
Yeah.
Look, they're not going to be sellers at the deadline unless they're I think they'll sell Ward to try and bring somebody in to help them win more games this year. They're not going to be sellers at the deadline because they spent too much money, and if they sell at the deadline again, Mike Elias is going to lose his job.
Yeah.
I don't think he has any interest in losing his job. They need to shore up their defense. That's obviously like Gunnar needs to get better. There's so many things, like we can pinpoint the exact reasons why this team isn't any good right now. They don't play fundamental baseball. Their superstar 2-hole hitter is hitting like garbage, and their relief core is absolutely atrocious for the most part. I think their starting pitching's been fine. I've been quite all right with their starting pitching. And the manager needs to stop having such a quick hook and stop pinch hitting for good players late in games with players that are worse. And Tyler O'Neill needs to go. That's only like 8 things.
Yeah.
Like 8 things. Yeah. So, oh man, anything you want to add, man? I'm spent. I got nothing else. I feel like we're doing the same show every week.
Pretty much. I kind of feel bad for people having to listen about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would be nice if we could do the show and be like these baseball gurus that know exactly how to fix the Orioles, and they're watching us right now, and they're going to listen to us, and they're going to do what we say. It's not the case. We're the same as you. We want this team to be better. We don't understand why they suck so much. We don't understand why they have no fundamental abilities. Like, it doesn't make any sense to us. So we're at a loss for words, but we're trying to give you at least an hour's worth of words every Sunday. So hopefully they play some good baseball. They make some moves this week, and they give us a different show to do next Sunday. But until then, see you.